Jose Guevara knew he wanted to become a scientist before he turned 7 years old. Growing up with physicians as parents, Guevara considered going to medical school.
Then I realized how just terrible it is and how hard it is on your personal life. Then I decided that was not my jam.
But science was his jam, and with a little inspiration from an uncle who had a Ph.D. in mechanical engineering, Guevara shared his future plans with his grandmother when he was at the ripe old age of 8.
I told her at that time, I know what I want to do. I want to be a scientist. I want to be a doctor, just like my uncle.
Guevara didn't spend a lot of time watching TV as a young boy growing up in Costa Rica. He played outside with friends like any other kid, but the avid reader was content exploring different countries, cultures, and learning about the world in books.
Learning's not punishment. It's part of who you want to be.
Guevara's healthy appetite for learning got him to the Costa Rica Institute of Technology, where he studied biotechnology and developed a passion for bioinformatics. He interned for a year at the University of California, Davis,
which is where I learned the impact and the power of bioinformatics.
Guevara came to Clemson University to start working on that Ph.D. he set his sights on as a young boy. He was well on his way when the unimaginable happened.
I started having headaches and they weren't caught on time.
He didn't know it at the time, but he had symptoms of a condition known as idiopathic intracranial hypertension.
Easier said, swollen brain. And it compressed my optic nerves. I kept, seeing less and less and less until for a while, I was completely blind.
Guevara left Clemson in 2014, returned home, and spent nearly a year in intensive care at a hospital in Costa Rica, where he underwent a series of brain surgeries. Recovery included coming to terms with his condition.
When I was in that room in the ICU, and I kept getting sicker, and everything was just going bad, downhill. The first thing that came through my mind was like, I will not be broken. This is not how it ends.
With the support of family, friends, and a fiancé, Guevara returned to graduate school at Clemson. He also had an answer for people asking where he'd been for a year.
I took a year off, took a sabbatical, went to an all-inclusive. Oh really, what was this all-inclusive thing? I had to go to intensive care unit. And in the intensive care unit, of course, it's 5 meals you're basically taken care of, so you can make the comparison.
Guevara credits his advisors, committee members, the Office of Access and Equity, and what he calls his Sesame Street family, with helping him readjust to campus life at Clemson.
They're all sizes, shapes, and colors, and accents. I have a remarkably amazing Sesame Street family that I have built in Clemson, and they're from all over the world.
Guevara earned his Ph.D. and graduated from Clemson December 2017. He will return home to teach at the University of Costa Rica as both a doctor and scientist. From Clemson University, Wanda Johnson.